Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Yes, sir. Biggity back like I never left. I know what y'all thinking. This guy sleeps in this chair. Hey, man. Hard work make hard work look easy. It is another day. Another dollar. Holla. Gave y'all 2 winning bets yesterday. Should have gave you a five. Man, it's hard to give out underdogs. It's hard to bet underdogs, as we all know. I think the Washington Nationals was about plus 200 and the Tigers were about plus 180. I also had the Pirates. Uh, I didn't make any of these bets, but I put a $1 parlay on like just for funsies every game yesterday. And it ended up being Dodgers and the Astros, I believe, who ruined it. All the underdogs won. Cardinals, Tigers, Nationals. It was an exciting day. I got a rant about my Knicks that hopefully doesn't last longer than 40 minutes. And then hopefully we can talk about something else here. As you can see, I'm beating up over these Knicks, man. Also, I had planned on talking some Cy Young races, only because it's kind of shaking up the last week. Got some pitchers really emerging on the scene, while others are having some trouble continuing their great pace. However, they're still pitching fantastically. It's just an award I think is worth looking at right now. There's probably a few names and a few numbers here that you really could take advantage of. For instance, I'll get into it in a minute. Just setting everything up here, people. I'm talking to myself. Y'all know what it is. I'm the one messing up. I'm about to dive in it. Talking about give me 5 minutes. Yeah, I definitely jump on this in a minute, man. Uh, love it. There's a few other races like Rookie of the Year. Honestly, though, man, if you didn't get on Corbin Carroll, you should get on him ASAP right now. Don't even think about it. Plus 170. It's just gonna keep getting. It's gonna be minus 200 by July, and you could put that on my mama, your mama. Yeah, brother, my mama. Um, American League Rookie of the Year. I didn't mean to click that. This is the race. This is the side of the race that's kind of more open for interpretation. I even like Hunter Brown at 9-1 in the Rookie of the Year. Great young stud on the mound for Houston. Got a loss last night though, however. So don't quote me, cause I ain't said doom doom. Cause everybody loves Volpe. I'm not even sure who this Josh Young guy is, but he's second behind Masataka Yoshida. Of course, Gunnar Henderson, one of the guys everybody was talking about. Where's the boy? You can't even bet him no more. Audley Rutschman. What happened to him? He's like minus 200 before the season. I don't even see his name. Bro, they doing people dirty out here trying to set you up. Get you to bet all these other people. Hold on. I gotta find this guy. I'm still in the intro. There's no way. This is a scam. How you do Rookie of the Year awards for the American League and not have Ollie Rutschman as an option, knowing that he's the clear favorite. And by clear favorite, I'm pretty sure he already won it. We just waiting to give it to him. That's dirty right there, bro. Sheesh. I miss the days with offshore sports books. They had integrity. These sports books in America, they be scammy whammy. Scammy Tammy. That's ugly right there. I will say that. Anyway, back to the show. Just to let you know, if you really know me, you call me Rope. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard, Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dives, going live on a beautiful, absolutely fabulous May 9th. Geeked about tomorrow, personal reasons. However, May 9th is today, the Tuesday that is May 9th. Like I said, I would jump on these Cy Young awards in a minute. But first, I do want to touch on two things that happened last night. I will touch on the Lakers first because I can get through that in a minute or two. Come on, Warriors. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not a Warriors fan. I used to be when they had Baron Davis, who was I wouldn't say my favorite, but he was my top 3-4 favorite players as a kid. Behind cats like Allen Iverson, Steve Francis, Latrell Sprewell, Baron Davis, Tracy McGrady. I was rocking with them cats, man. Of course, it was the Kobe, but I was always kind of against Kobe. Not that I hated him. I respected him and loved him a lot more than, say, LeBron. And y'all know my stance on LeBron. I think he's top 25, top 30, not top 3. But Kobe was different. I just like to go against him. I like to be on the opposite side because everybody around me was rooting for him. So I would always jump on the Iversons or the Rasheed Wallaces or the cats going against them. But for now, with this instance, I'm rooting for the Warriors, not because of Baron Davis anymore. Because I want Steph Curry to have a better legacy than LeBron. No, I'm saying, come on, Warriors, man. LeBron is dogging them, walking the dog on them. 104-101 victory last night by the Lakers to take a 3-1 commanding lead. Of course, you can't say it's over. But geez, Louise, Klay Thompson with 9 points, shooting 3 for 11 last night. He be coming out hot like 1 every 5 games and then acting like he Klay Thompson. Like, yeah, what's up? Man, shut your sorry ass up. Old out of shape ass boy. Anyway, LeBron James with the 27, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Getting help from AD, the big baby. I will say this, I have never seen LeBron James and Anthony Davis shoot 100% from the free throw line. Actually, my least favorite thing about them is that they can't shoot free throws for blank. I've lost money in the past on it. It's crazy to me that they shot 20 for 20, 100% from the free throw line as a whole last night. That's but wow. Whew. Free throw disparity continues to be a story in this one. Man, Steph Curry with a triple-double for nothing. Heartbreaking seeing Steph Curry because he still got his boys. You know, he still got Dre and Klay. But Dre got the gray in the beard now. He ain't the same. Klay Thompson, of course, I hate to even say age because we all know the injuries and how much he's fought to get back. But it's just like a shell of the Warriors. And then Curry's in the middle of it, still balling out of control. One of the things about the Warriors is that they kept rebuilding. That was like the thing about their dynasty. Like, no matter what, we got Curry, we got Klay, we got Dre. We just need to put some pieces around them. and they've been fab. They've been one of the best teams ever at that, to be on this decade-long run that they're on right now, and just being able to switch pieces, and it continues to work no matter what. This season, it's kind of not working. I hate to even say it like that. Um, as much as I love Andrew Wiggins, man, he's never reached his potential in the NBA consistently. Um, yeah, I mean, there's nobody else on this roster that I would trust to get a bucket if you needed one. Dante DiVincenzo, Jordan Poole, Gary Payton II, Jermichael Green. These are all scrubs. And I don't mean that disrespectfully to them. They made it to the NBA, living out the dream of billions that only a few get to live out, getting paid millions to play a sport that they love. And I'm not saying that they trash in real life, but we in the playoffs, baby. And this is the team that Steph Curry got to go to war with. I think it's to the point where we just got to admit the Warriors are not as good as we kept thinking they could be. Like we kept saying, wait till the playoffs come. They experience this, experience that. Well, they getting their butt cheeks slapped. Man, I honestly don't believe that the Lakers are 3-1 in this series. Their players have stepped up, man. All these young players that's been getting cussed out by LeBron for 2 or 3 years. They're like, we finally get it, LeBron. You want us to be a dog. Ah. Anyway, I'm not saying the series is over, but I don't think this Warriors team has what it takes to come back from 3-1. 2-1's different. I think they can do that all day. I wasn't worried till last night. Now let me get to these New York Knicks. My New York Knicks. Before I talked about what happened last night and that they down 3-1 in the series, and that even though Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, and Jalen Brunson all dropped over 20 points, Jalen Brunson leading the way with 32, 11 assists. Ooh-wee! Julius Randle, 20 points, 9 rebounds. And then R.J. Barrett, the all-around guy, 24 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. I'm going to try and get through this without crying. Because last night watching this team, man, it just hit me. Hit me like a ton of bricks. Just real quick, Jimmy Butler with the 27 points, 10 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 6 rebounds. Holla if you hear me. If you don't hear me, don't holla. And then, of course, you got Bam stepping up with the 13 boards along with his 23 points. Sheesh. And then Max Struss. Who? No, I'm playing. Max Struss. Who? He dropped 16, and then your boy Kyle Lowry dropped his 15 with a couple of dimes on the side. Man, I was looking at Julius Randle walk off the court last night, and not even at the end of the game. I cut the game off with 2 seconds left. I wasn't going to feast my eyes upon the misery anymore. Julius Randle's walking off during the timeout break. New York across the chest. Blue and orange on the jersey. And I just had a flashback. I saw that 3 on there, number 30. I said, man, the same body language Patrick Ewing used to have when he was getting his ass beat. Walking off the court. Game's still going on, but they lost already. You can see it in his walk. And then it hit me, man. Like, this team been breaking my heart since I was 7. 25 years of heartbreak. And somehow, the history always repeats itself. Back when I was a kid, I fell in love with a player named John Starks, a player named Allen Houston, and a player named Patrick Ewing. 3 great players. Great players. I honestly would say that these 3 players are better than the players I'm about to name that we have today. But in forms of comparison, these 3 players broke my heart in the late 90s before they got tore up in the early 2000s. Patrick Ewing never could get us over the hump. John Starks did all he could do. Allen Houston, as great as a scorer as he was never aggressive enough to my liking. Fast forward to today. Jalen Brunson, little guard like John Starks. Amazing talent. He might be the only one that might be better than John Starks. Now, I would take John Starks over him if I had to pick a point guard in their prime to run my team. But Brunson's nice, man. Little guard, gets to the cup, finishes, does his thing. And then on the swing, R.J. Barrett. Never aggressive enough for me. He can get 24 in his sleep, get out of bed and drop 30 if he wanted to, just like Allen Houston. But usually they drop 18, 16. And then you got the big man down low, baby. Big bruiser. You got Julius Randle now. But he does remind me of Patrick Ewing in a lot of ways. Super talented in what he's good at. Never improves on what he needs to improve on from off season to off season. Julius Randle, no matter how many times it don't work, he gonna come into the playoffs without a right hand. Step back jumpers like he's James Harden. Just like Patrick Ewing, man. Always came out with that little over the shoulder baby hook. Never really put any other moves to his arsenal. He was dominant enough down low where he didn't really need it, but it was always would have been nice to just see Patrick Ewing just come with the the left hand today. Okay. Julius has never went to the right hand ever in his life. And I don't know, man. I'm watching the game last night. My Knicks are losing. My heart's breaking. And it's hit me. This is the same damn team in the 90s that ain't never did shit. These are the New York Knicks. Blue and orange, baby. Broke my heart all over again. And then, of course, they go down 3-1. This is what being a fan looks like, people. The gambler in me took Jalen Brunson over and Jimmy Butler's under. That guy's happy. Back there counting money somewhere. The fan. Oh. Been bumping Lenny Williams all night. Anyway, New York Knicks, man. Thank you. Come again. I don't even care about it. I don't even like they are done to me, bro. I know for a fact I'd bet my left leg and my right arm on it that the Knicks done with this series, bro. They might get the next game in the Garden. I doubt that too. But they not winning this series, man. It's over. The last 25 years, Knicks been breaking my heart. Why should this year be any different? Tonight, you got game 5 of Philly in Boston. That series is tied 2-2. I think bookmakers are smoking that Doja. Somehow the Celtics are -7.5 when they haven't won a game in this series by more than 3 or 4. I could be wrong, but these games have been close. Not once have the Celtics covered a big spread, and you're giving them 7.5. Man, I can get the Sixers +8 right now. You give me my money. Well, this Celtics team is crumbling, man. In front of our eyes, every game under pressure. Their coach has no idea what he's doing. He has no idea how to get anything in the NBA rocking. He's not an NBA coach, if you ask me. Huge downgrade at coach. It kind of sucks, man. I know what happened was wrong. You got to get rid of the guy. But damn, y'all had a great coach that actually fit with these players last season in his first year going to the finals. You're not going to find that again. And I know what you're thinking. oh, but we got the roster, the same roster. We can. It's all about coaching, but it's not about coaching. I know that don't make sense. You'll get it one day. However, this roster will do nothing with this coach. They should not be struggling like they did against the Hawks game round one, and they should not be having the Sixers with the hobbled Embiid, who's already the most out of shape player since turduckens was a thing in the NBA. Celtics should be over. Series should be over, man. We saw it at the end of the last game, regulation and overtime. This coach is not coach. He's not NBA coach. Sixers plus 7.5 plus 8. No way Celtics win this game by margin. Also tonight you got the Suns Nuggets. Been one of my favorite games to bet on and watch. 16-4 so far on this series. I've bet the same 5 bets every game. I'm gonna bet the same 5 bets tonight. If you don't know by now, Murray, Booker, Durant over point totals, and then we going Jokic over points, rebounds, assists on the combo, and we taking over on the game at 227 and the hook. Again, 16-4 on those 5 bets through first 4 games. Mwah. Sooner or later you'll have a treehouse if you keep riding me on that. I'm gonna ride those again tonight. Looking forward to that game 5 of the Suns Nuggets. Honestly, the only series left that I think is, I guess, Sixers Celtics is competitive. Knicks favorite tomorrow. Get the hell out of my face with that shit. With that moose knuckle. Let's look at these. We got a few minutes here. We can talk some Cy Young awards. I only got a few bets for you guys tonight. Literally only got 2 bets for you guys tonight, besides the 5 I just gave. Okay. Damn. Shohei Ohtani is minus 125 for MVP, and Mike Trout is second with plus 1100. It's crazy that the Angels, a team, falling apart. Y'all thought I was about to spit something. Maybe I am. No, I'm playing. Angels got the first 2 runners-up in MVPs, and I guess they beat the Stros last night. Let me look at their record before I talk too much junk. 20-16, which is actually fabulous for the Angels. Beautiful, beautiful for the Angels. So let me shut up about that. Jumping into this Cy Young. Tatis Jr., baby. Might be a good play for MVP, National League, plus 1,400. No, I'm playing. Ronald Acuna Jr., the favorite, if you don't know, plus 175. Pete Alonso in second at plus 1,000. Plus 1,000. Of course, you still got Goldie, plus 1,700. He's been raking. Too bad the Cardinals have been big poncho meat. It's a lot of names you could pick for this MVP race and feel good about. Cy Young, though. I'm going to start with the American League. I'm going to start with the Garrett Cole, plus 225. That's the favorite. He kind of got rocked around against the Rays on Sunday. I don't hold it against him. I've heard a lot of Bush League bettors holding it against him, like, oh, he gave up 3 runs. He can't be the Cy Young anymore. You think a guy that came into the game 5-0 with a sub-1 ERA, giving up 3 runs, is going to hurt him that bad? Get the hell out of here. Anyway, with that being said, though, if you're correct with your assessment, Shane McClanahan, 550. Almost 2 or 3 times the odds on Garrett Cole if you want to ride with that. Of course, you got Ohtani at plus 475, who is 4-0 with an ERA of 2.54 so far this season. He will be pitching tonight against the Stros. But I think if you really don't think it's Cole, I think Shohei's going to get the MVP. I don't think they give him both awards. If they did, I don't even know. This guy's breaking all the rules. He's breaking all. We're going to have to come up with new awards in a minute. We can't just give every award to Shohei every season. Louis Castillo, he's not bad. I don't think the Mariners will be in a position to where he'll be getting too much recognition at the end of the season. I don't think he's as good as like a Sandy last year, where he can be, I don't know, 11-7 with a 2 point something ERA, and it actually people actually care. Um, Sonny Gray, he's been doing this thing over there with the Twins. Of course, you got Dylan Cease, Kevin Cosman. But the name that I like that nobody's really talking about, and I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of a crazy one. Call me crazy, but at least you're calling. I'm still waiting on my man Lance McCullers to get his head in the game. And by get his head in the game, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. He hadn't played yet, I don't believe. When he comes back, I'm ready for him to be a dog. You can get him at 125 to 1. I already got tickets on him. Man, that smells good. It feels good when you get a good nose breath, you know. Jacob DeGrom plus 4,000. I said this before the season. He's too injured, I think, to win this award. I don't think he finishes the season. I don't think the Rangers keep the pace that they're keeping. I think you got to look at somebody like Sonny Gray or Dylan Cease if you're going to go away from Cole and McClanahan. Sonny Gray is plus 1,600. Dylan Cease is plus 2,000. I say those two names for two reasons. I think Dylan Cease is a talent. I think he's top notch, better than Louis Castillo. I think those are two different tiers. I think right now early Castillo is getting some love because of what he's done through the first 30 games. I think Dylan Cease is about to zone in here and become one of the most dominant pitchers down the next 4 months of the season. Now, I don't think the White Sox are going to do too much better, which is his only downfall. But I do think he has the stuff to kind of win the award like a Sandy did last season with a horrible Marlins team. Also, Sonny Gray, I think that Twins team can make some noise. And I think if they make some noise, I think they're going to make a run at first place in the division. I think he's going to be the guy in the middle of it. Him and Joe Ryan have been spectacular thus far pitching for the Twins. I think Sonny Gray gets a lot more love, especially with his story. They love storylines, the media. His story is a great one. Amazing pitcher with the Reds. Goes to the Yankees. Kind of gets bullied and thrown out of the city. Making a bounce. This is like his redemption story. Second coming of Sonny Gray. So I love Sonny Gray at plus 1,600 if you're just taking stabs in the dark. Sonny Gray, Dylan Cease, and even a Joe Ryan maybe at plus 3,200. But if you want to keep it to the top of the board, it's hard. Lord mercy. I'm not even a Garrett Cole guy. I actually despise Garrett Cole, least favorite player ever in the history of baseball. If you're not going to go Garrett Cole plus 225, I think you're a fool. I think if he continues doing what he's doing, even through August, I know the Yankees are struggling. I think they get back on track at some point here, and I think he's going to be right in the middle of it. Again, you got Shane McClanahan, who, even though he gave up a lot of bases last night, didn't give up but one. No, I don't think he gave up any runs. 7 hits, 0 runs for the Orioles last night. So he's definitely there at 550. I think you take Shohei out of it, unless they just really want to make a precedent this year and give him MVP and Cy Young and Silver Slugger and every other award you can give a guy. So I think you got to go Cole, McClanahan, Gray, or Cease. I think those are the 4 names if you're keeping it to the top of the board. If you're taking a long stab in the dark, you can jump on my Lance McCullers Jr. train. Although I'm not that excited about it at the moment. I ain't going to lie to you. In the National League, you got Zach Gallen, but I don't think Zach Gallen wins. I don't think it's his year to win. But then again, I do think it's his year to win. He pitched another gem last night. I don't know, man. Spencer Strider's going to have a lot of years to win this award. I think Zach Gallen has just been like on the fringe of this award for the last 3 years. And he's finally at the point where it's like, it's Zach Gallen. But anyway, you still have guys like Clayton Kershaw who they might want to give it to for the historic remnants of his career. I've seen him do that with guys like Verlander. Uh, Kershaw is definitely having a great season. Spencer Strider, as I mentioned, and Max Fried, both pitching absolute gems out there in a Braves uniform. If you scroll down a little bit, you got Corbin Burns at plus 3,000. It's possible he wins a second Cy Young Award. You got guys, of course, like Max Scherzer and even Justin Verlander, who just now really getting in the rhythm. A guy that I really like, he pitches tonight also. I'm not sure if he has the stuff to do it. But Jesus Luzardo has been, in my head, the most improved pitcher from last season to this season. He's been my favorite pitcher to watch and root for this season. I love what he's doing down there in Miami. You can get him at plus 4,500. Of course, you got Aaron Nola at the same odds, Verlander at the same odds. All three of those guys. Something about Jesus Luzardo, man. I think you got guys like there's a lot of guys down here that good names to pick, but I don't think they have the stuff this season to do it. So I'm gonna stay to the top of the board in this one, and that'll be my only stretch if I wanted to come down and grab Jesus Luzardo. But again, I don't think he's gonna be consistent throughout the season with it, and I don't think that he has the stuff to overcome the Marlins lineup to do it. I think it's Zach Gallen 100% on this National League side. Of course, anything can change over the next 5 months. That's the fun of the futures market. I actually have Zach Gallen at a less number than it is now. I think I have him at plus. Oh no, I think I have him at plus 400, and right now it's plus 300. So I didn't want to wait to put it like that. Let me get into my bets tonight in the National Hockey League. I'm jumping on the bandwagon. I'm just riding to ride. Give me this Seattle Kraken. Man, I've been so excited and so impressed by them and what they've done. I just got to jump on the bandwagon. Give me the Kraken money line plus 112. I believe they're at home tonight. This is like a blind jumping on the bandwagon bet that I'm making. Kraken hosting the Stars tonight. I hate doing stuff like this, just jumping on bandwagons. But yeah, I'm gonna be on the Kraken tonight. Plus money on the money line. And then in baseball, hate to do it to you, but only got one bet. And we're gonna jump on the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line tonight. Minus 127 on the money line. A little bit of juice, but I love it. I like it. I said yesterday, Orioles finally playing some good teams for the first time this season. First series against a team over 500 besides the Braves over this weekend. So the Braves was the first team they played over 500. This is the second team they're playing with the over 500 record. And it happens to be the Rays, the best team in the league thus far. And Zach Eflin's on the mound, 4-0, 2.25 ERA. And I'm pretty sure the Orioles are about to have a pretty weird drop over the next 3-4 weeks, 6 weeks, only because of the level of talent that they're playing. So I'm kind of gonna fade the Orioles. I'm in fade Orioles mode as of now until I get proved wrong. There are a few other bets that I kind of like, but I'll be damned if I ever bet the Mets again, and that's a joke. I will be back betting them soon. I just gotta step away. I bet the Mets every day last season. Tried to do it this season, and as you can see, they're 17-18. So they owe me some money. So I'm gonna go back and get my money back. I just gotta let them get things right. I know they got a great spot tonight to get things right. You got Scherzer on the mound, and you're taking on the Reds. So all arrows point to the Mets. However, I just gotta stay away for personal reasons. It's like when you call off work because your dog got sick. You got to make up something else. I stubbed my toe. I'm finna Braves Red Sox. The over always looks good. It is a 9.5 juiced, however, so I will stay away from that. Can't trust the Spankies. Blue Jays Phillies. Man, I do like the Blue Jays at plus money, but this Phillies lineup, they still are something special since this World Series run last season. Can't take nothing from them. What else is rocking tonight? You got Twins, Padres. I'm intrigued by that matchup. Intrigued by the Cardinals, Cubs, as always. Nationals, Giants. I always want to fade Patrick Corbin, but this Giants team gives me no confidence on the fading side of anything. And Marlins D-backs. I think the D-backs are going to get hot. I will be looking to bet the D-backs as much as possible until May 19th. So pretty much the next 8, 9, 10 days, I'm going to want to bet the Diamondbacks as much as possible. However, tonight with Brandon Pfaadt in his second start ever in the big leagues, going up against the guy I just gave a crown to, Jesus Luzardo, I'm going to take one step back tonight and just kind of monitor the situation. I'll be looking to get back on the D-backs train soon. So tonight that leaves me with one bet, and that is the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm going to take it on the money line, pay a little juice just to get the win. You can take the run line plus 128 if you're ballsy. Thought about it. I got both of them in my bet slip right now. Let me think which one I want. But I think at a time like this, just go with the 127 is not enough juice to run me off of the money line to the run line. So that's it. It's going to be the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line, Seattle Kraken on the money line. Of course, Nuggets Suns over 227 in the hook. Jamal Murray, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant over point totals, and Joker over points, rebounds, assist. Whew. Love it, man. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the love. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard, Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dives. Please take all wagers at your own risk, and please gamble responsibly. And also, if you got any in your life, check on your Knicks fans this morning. You might have to go to their house, take all the telephone plugs, all the shoelaces, anything that they can hang themselves with, get it out of their house. Ask them if they want to go to lunch, maybe get them out of the house also. If they have any guns or knives, maybe hide those from them. Pretty much Knicks fans are on suicide watch.